Good evening folks, so this is just a quick follow-up video to the plasma speaker build I did the other night. You recall at the end of that video I said that even after a modest amount of time the heat sinks on this unit got extremely hot, and you know that heat would ultimately lead to the degradation and eventual failure of the MOSFET and power transistor that make this unit actually work. So I was looking about at possible options for cooling this, and randomly my eyes landed on a stack of these. And I'm having a clear out in the workshop, and this was one of the things, or one. I've got several of these. These were going to be chucked in the bin, and I picked them up, and on the back of them, they've got a nice little fan. So I took the screws out. I've already took the screws out of this one just to show you. Stripped all the metalwork off, and was left with basically just the PCB and the rest of the gubbins. Wait to see if I can get it off. There we go. And it's just a little connector here, and that is stuck under some foam. It's got a little guide there, stuck under some foam, and then there's just a couple of screws to take off, and that will release a little fan unit. So we'll just take that off. There we go. So get that out of the way. So yeah, I've got these nice little fans, little 12 volt fans. Now of course the unit itself is powered by up to 24 volts, and that's what I was. That's certainly what I had powered it up with. So I thought, well, you shouldn't operate these in series. There's many websites will tell you that, just because of the startup voltages, and you know, if one fan stops, then it's going to do this, that, and the other to the other fan. But you know, these are free. They were going to get put in the recycling centre, and this was just a cheap kit. So I thought, well, why not just utilise them? We'll put them on here, and you know, we'll have a little fan cooled plasma speaker, which is obviously going to make it last slightly longer. So that's what we're going to do tonight. Yeah, it's going to be a fairly straightforward build. So to cut the video down and keep it short and sweet, I will stop the video, I'll prep the wiring up, and then we will fit them and then try the speaker again. So I'll catch you in a moment. Okay, so that's the fans fitted. Just used the 2 screws, and I nicked the other screws off the other spare drives I had. So 4 screws in each fan. I've got them pulling air away from the heat sink. So what that means is air is going to be sucked in through the top and the bottom veins, or top and bottom parts of the veins of the heatsink, and then expelled the hot air. Right, so cold air coming in, heated up by the heatsink, and then being expelled out the fan unit itself. So I've trimmed the leads off, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just join positive and negative from the fans. I'm just going to put a little bit of heat shrink tubing over here just to make it all tidy. So if I just bring those in there like so. And we'll try and get this done. Yeah, not perfect, but it'll do. We'll just slide the heat shrink over the top of the joint there. Now you can use a hot air gun, I've got mine sitting there, but just a little tip or a trick. If you just use the side of a soldering iron, gently, don't use the tip, but you know, it'll shrink that for you. Just as good as the hot air will do. And the other 2, this had option of being powered from the DC jack, or it did have provision for you know, power leads to be actually soldered direct in. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop through the negative and positive leads from the each fan, or the opposite fans, through those holes, and we'll just tack them up another side. And obviously that's just gonna tap off the power coming in from the DC jack. So nice easy solution. Okay, so that's those done. Let's check the other side. And we'll trim those off. And that's it. So hopefully, when we plug this into 24 volts, it should work just fine. Yeah, it does. Quite noisy, as you can probably hear when it's on there. But yeah, it's doing the job. Our plasma's still working, and we'll see if it still plays music. Yeah. Perfect. Alright, well, there we go. That was my quick, easy fan cooling installation, or fan installation to cool this plasma speaker. Heat sinks are still a little bit warm, but of course it'll make it last quite a bit longer, just having those little fans on there. Anyway folks, if you enjoyed that, found it useful, as always, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon for another video. Take care.